All right, let's go into the first game. FC Cincinnati versus Philadelphia. FC Cincinnati plus 110, Philadelphia plus 210 as the away dog, with the draw being plus 230. I feel like Cincinnati's been getting out by the skin of their teeth lately. They've been barely winning these games, but they are at home. And Philly still hasn't looked that as strong as we thought they were going to be. I'm going to go Cincinnati. They're still, um, I believe, at the top of the East right now, or if not top three. So I'm going to go with Cincinnati here.
Yeah, I agree. Philly has been struggling, and Cincinnati, even though they haven't really clicked, they are a solid team, and they're still getting consistent results.
Bremer's gonna get his, yo. I'm going Sin City.
All right. New York City versus Atlanta United. New York City minus 115, Atlanta plus 260, the draw being plus 250. Obviously, New York City has that heavy home field advantage where they play on a soccer field. I mean, no, they wish they played on a soccer field. They play on a baseball field. They play on a baseball field. It's hard to pick New York pick against New York at home. I'm going to go New York for the win here, even though Atlanta's the better team.
Oof.
I'm gonna go draw. I think New York has that advantage, but I don't think they're good enough, and I think Atlanta are a good enough team to make it difficult for New York at home.
All right, draw. Sorry, I'm just writing this down as we go. My bad. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Atlanta. I mean, I see what you mean about the baseball. Yankee Stadium for sure. I can understand how it can fuck you over, but I think I think with the international break being over and Atlanta having their, powerhouse squad back that they have, I'm going ATL here.
All right, we all got a split decision on that. All right, DC United versus Columbus. DC United plus 155 at home, Columbus plus 150 away, with the draw being plus 230. I'm going to say Columbus gets a road victory here. They're getting a lot of their players back, and I think they're just the better team right now.
Yeah,
I don't think
they've looked
super
solid
strong
as
at
of late.
home.
Yeah, DC haven't been very good, and Columbus, they've been looking much better recently, so I agree with you there.
Yeah, I'm going Columbus Crew as well. DC they ain't it. They'll somehow manage to beat Inter Miami though, but yep. I'm going Columbus.
All right. Now we got Inter Miami versus FC Dallas. Inter Miami as the home favorites. No, actually, yeah, the home favorites plus 115. FC Dallas, the road dogs, plus 210, with the draw being a plus 230. So I'm going to go draw here. I think Inter Miami has still averaged 2 goals scored at home, and FC Dallas' defense has been very susceptible. I saw a stat. FC Dallas has allowed a goal in the last 12 games.
Oh my god!
So they have obviously a very stout attack with their 2 8s and Leggett, and then they have Velasco, Jesus Ferreira, and Paul Areola. Very strong attack, but they still lack cohesion in the back. And I see a draw here because Inter Miami's the same way. And honestly, I don't know if Phil's going to run the back five or not. I feel like if he does run the back five, it makes it even more likely. But I'm going to go draw here. I think it's going to be 1-1.
Interestingly, I'm going to pick Inter Miami because I feel like at home, there's if we're going to get the dub, it's going to be at home, at least at this point. And I feel like the team, and especially Phil, they're starting to really feel the pressure now. I think losing another one would be devastating, and I think that they're going to do everything they can to avoid that and get the 3 points.
And Dallas is known for giving up leads. They've been giving up leads the past few games. They're 2-2-2. So
all right, well, back to me, huh? I usually pick Inter Miami every single week, but God, have I shot myself in the foot every single week. I'm gonna agree with Julian. I'm gonna go draw and play it safe. I do get your point though, Adam. As far as at home, I feel like that'd be the time for us to actually win a damn game. But against Chicago, even I don't know. That
Yeah.
one was just terrible for me to watch. I can't trust them going
I will
2 weeks
say
after that at home.
if Miami gets a back four, if I look at that lineup 40 minutes before the game and it's a back four, we lose that game. But I think Phil's actually going to change it up. So I think it's going to be a
I think
draw.
he has to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say draw too. I agree with that point. That is a very good point actually. But Phil
All
never
right.
surprises me either. Harvey Neville
All right.
will start at striker. I'm sure some shit. So.
Probably. And Romeo Beckham will come back. All right. LAFC versus Austin. LAFC at home minus 195. Austin plus 420 away. And with the draw being a plus 330. LA's too hot. LA's not going to stop. They're going to win. They're unbeatable at home. Austin has been disappointing this season so far to start the season. Don't think they'll bounce back this game, though. But I think they will. But LA's got this one.
This is one of the easier games to pick this week. LA for sure, and the odds, I mean, they tell the story there.
I'm going LA, and I'll even go as far as to say LA wins 3-0. That's how confident I am in LA.
Austin's still a good team. They just, I don't know. I think once it clicks for them, it's going to click. I could see them once they get one win, they're going to go on a streak. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
All right. We got New York Red Bulls versus San Jose Earthquakes. New York Red Bulls at home minus 155. San Jose Earthquakes plus 360 with the draw being a plus 270. Having to travel across the country. I think New York has way more talent, especially young talent. I think they're going to get the job done here with the win.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is a tough road trip for San Jose. New York, especially at home, I think they should be able to pull out the win here.
Sorry to all my San Jose fans, but you know how I feel about y'all. I forgot you guys were even a team the last episode that I was on, so I'm going Red Bulls.
No respect to Landon Donovan. All right. New England versus CF Montreal. New England minus 115 at home. CF Montreal plus 260 away with the draw being a plus 250. Montreal skid continues. They lost 4-0 against Vancouver this past week at Vancouver. Now they have to fly right back over across the country and a pretty strong New England team. I'm going New England for the win here.
Yeah, Montreal are very bad away. They're just coming off a pretty bad loss.
Beat down.
And yeah,
against a mid-table team.
Yeah, and New England have been solid. I don't think they've been incredible, but they definitely deserve to be in third place. And Montreal at home should be very easy matchup for them.
Yeah, I'm going New England too. Montreal just, I mean, I said it. I think after we beat them, they're not the same team they were last season at all. So I for sure got New England on this one.
All right, Chicago versus Minnesota. Chicago's actually favorites in this game. Chicago minus 130 at home. Minnesota plus 300 away with the draw being plus 360. These odds really surprise me, especially being that Minnesota is actually the only team left to not lose, I believe. Yeah,
Yes, you are correct. Minnesota this season, they have gone win, draw, win, draw, win. Last win coming against St. Louis, giving them their first loss.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were undefeated. Actually.
Yeah, their first.
Yeah,
they gave St. Louis their first loss in club history,
okay.
and they did it on the road. I like that from them. I mean, it's a tough game for sure. My gut wants to say draw, but I gotta give Minnesota some respect, and I'm gonna pick them.
I will say they're not the only team without a loss. LAFC also does not have a loss as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
LAFC and
Yeah,
Minnesota
that
are the
makes
only
sense.
two teams without
Yes,
losses.
now St.
So
Louis is not in that crew anymore.
but Minnesota's still missing their star man, Manuel Reynoso. Chicago has actually kind of turned it up a little bit. I'm gonna go draw here at home. I am surprised though the odds
Yeah.
are that heavy in favor for Chicago, but I'm
Chicago,
gonna go
yeah.
draw.
I agree too. The odds, I thought for sure that Chicago would be the underdog in that scenario, but I don't know. I mean, ever since they beat us, yeah, I would say they have been playing definitely better ball. So
I mean, the last
I'm
5
gonna,
matches for Chicago has been draw, loss, draw, win, draw. So
yeah.
they've
So
been drawing like crazy.
I'm gonna go draw two and play it safe, and then yeah. Adam, you said you got Minnesota in that one.
I do, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm writing down the right shit.
Adam's gonna make some money. Plus 300. All right. Now we got Nashville versus Toronto. Nashville, the home favorites, minus 165. Toronto, the away dogs, plus 390, with the draw being a plus 290. I'm going to do Nashville at home. Nashville's a really strong home team. They grind it out. Toronto has been kind of getting by the skin of their teeth as well. So
Yeah,
but I
aside
don't
from
think
the
they're going to be
Inter
strong enough to get
Miami
through.
win, they've been seeing a lot of draws. Again, aside from Inter Miami, they drew Charlotte, they drew San Jose, they drew Columbus, and they drew Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, so a lot of draws for them.
And Nashville's very stout defensively.
Nashville. I think Nashville have been very impressive, and they're definitely clicking at this point. And I'd be surprised if they didn't win.
Yeah, I got Nash too. Y'all know my king is there, so my MLS
Honey.
goat.
He's going to take down Landon Donovan. All right. Kansas City versus Colorado. Kansas City minus 135. Colorado plus 310, with the draw being a plus 270. Give me Kansas City at home.
Yeah, even though
they are
Colorado.
Also, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say Colorado. They did shock with a draw against LAFC, although it was at home, which even for Colorado, who I think are one of the worst teams in the league.
No, this is definitely the poo-poo
I
bowl.
think that
These
was
are the
kind of a
worst
shock.
two teams in the league.
Yes, definitely.
Sporting
But
Kansas is 28th.
it'll be.
Colorado's
I
29th.
said this every week. It'll be a cold day in hell until I pick Colorado. So KC is my pick.
It'll be a cold day in Colorado.
Wait a second.
Plus two, bro. Playing Colorado, bro. It's like you would think that they would have home field advantage every single game because of how like elevated that state is. Like you would think that they would have like
no one talks about that. Yeah.
Like you would think that they have this big ass advantage, bro. Like I don't see how they play so poorly like at home.
Like they talk about the South having the humidity advantage. I don't think that to me the humidity advantage isn't shit compared to the altitude advantage.
Yeah,
like
because
that
your
is
lungs,
drastically.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this is definitely the poo-poo bowl of the week. 28th and 29th place teams. But Tyler, who do you have? Kansas City? We all got Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City for sure. Like Adam,
Kansas City has been putting up impressive draws though. Like I don't know. They just can't like connect fully though. But
that's my new saying though. It'd be a cold day in Colorado before I pick Colorado.
Which is always.
Even the Broncos too. Fuck them. I'm not choosing them ever.
All right, Houston Dynamo versus the LA Galaxy. Houston plus 135 at home. LA Galaxy plus 165 away, with the draw being a plus 230. Both two teams that are kind of struggling at the moment.
Another poop.
I think LA gets their first win this season in this game right here, even though they're away. I don't think Houston is going to be strong enough to really stop them. I think they finally get a victory here.
I can see that. I don't know. I just think with both teams and their struggles, I am just leaning draw here. So that's what I'm going to go.
God, this is a tough one. My mind wants to say draw, but I feel like Ricky Puig is over this winless shit, to be honest. So I don't know. I'm gonna play it safe and say draw though, because I really need to get my record back on track here. So I'm just gonna say draw. I'm gonna trust my gut. Watch Ricky Puig score a hat trick, and I'll watch.
All right. All right. Real Salt Lake versus Charlotte. Real Salt Lake minus 110. Charlotte plus 260 with the draw being plus 250. I'm going to go Real Salt Lake here. Charlotte's gotten worse.
They have, but you know what? I'm gonna pick Charlotte. I think they're gonna get a shock away win because that's the only time they seem to get their shock wins. So I'm gonna go against the grain here and just say, hey, Charlotte's gonna get one.
It's crazy how much worse they got. I mean, they actually were like
Yeah.
fighting for a playoff spot last year, and now they've just like looked.
They had a
terrible.
decent start. It's very interesting how it turned out.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the medium and take a draw here.
All right. Vancouver Whitecaps versus Portland. Vancouver minus 120. Portland plus 260 with the draw being plus 270. Portland has been plagued with injuries since the first two games of the season. Vancouver,
According to
Vancouver's they've been a very
Portland
up
have
and down
1,
team.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries listed on FOTMob.
And two of those being DPs.
Mm-hmm. It's
So-
man, this is so interesting. Draw.
Yeah,
I
Sebastian
don't know, this one-
Blanco, Jimmy Chara, Evander, like Diego Chara, like it's crazy. Oh wait, no, my bad, not him. But either way, yeah, that's so many injuries. I think Vancouver's,
And
even though they're up and
yeah.
down team, I think they're better.
Yeah, and that's
Come
why
on.
I'm picking draw here. This one's just very tough, and I think with the injuries, it's just so hard to predict.
Okay, draws. Okay, interesting. Tyler?
What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take Vancouver in this one too. Honestly, I like Portland. I always have, but I'm gonna go Vancouver.
All right. Final game of the night, Seattle Sounders versus St. Louis City SC. Seattle minus 160, St. Louis plus 350 with the draw being plus 300. Two top teams, 1 and 2 in the Western Conference right now. I think Seattle gets this at home. I think St. Louis goes back-to-back losses here. I think reality finally sinks into them.
I agree, and I don't think it's because, I mean, maybe that last loss was a little tough for them. But this is a hard game away. Seattle,
And Jordan
like we've
Morris
said
is
many
on
weeks.
fire.
Yeah, like we said, Seattle recent weeks, they've been back. And at home, it's always a very, very, very tough, one of the toughest away days you can have. So St. Louis, I think, are going to also get, I agree with you. I think they're also going to lose and get their second loss of the season. But I still think they're a good team and they'll be all right.
Jordan Morris is in the Golden Boot race right now. He has 8 goals in 6 matches.
Wild.
Someone tell Clint Dempsey to run me my money, baby, because the Cinderella story continues in St. Louis.
It bounces back. It was just they tripped, but they're back.
The glass slipper fell off. All right, it's back on the foot though.
St. Louis put it back on.
Yeah,
They put it back
even though
on.
Seattle definitely has like the best fans in my opinion, but yeah.